Is Zoro back in OP08 and stronger than ever? Maybe, I don't know. It is a very fun, unique, interesting build. We got a lot of support that probably wasn't intended for Zoro, but ended up being really good for his kit. Listen, I got my deck from Koshu on One Piece top decks. Very, very cool, interesting list. There's not a ton of lists out for Zoro in OP08, so I don't know if it's a super high meta contender deck or how it does against the other top meta decks, but it's a very fun list. So if you're a fan of Zoro, hope you enjoy the list and make sure to subscribe because I'll be testing a lot more lists. So to go over the deck list, we've got Zoro, a 5 health leader, 5,000 power, 1 Don. Your turn, all of your characters gain 1,000 power. Really, really good effect. So for a very quick deck breakdown, we've got 4 Kid Killers at this point. Yeah, Kid Killer, best rush card that we can send out with Zoro's 1 Don, because as we know, Kid Killer, when attacking, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, this character gains 2,000 power until the end of the turn. So with that rush and Zoro's ability, this turns into 3,000 power. Great card. Next, we've got 4 Tony Chopper, the blocker. You'll see why we're running a lot of animal cards, because set 8 gave us this Tony Chopper that allows us to just fill the board very quickly. So this Tony Chopper is just a target for this Tony Chopper. 4,000 power means that with Zoro's ability, he's instantly a 5k, so something that can just swing into most leaders. Moving on, we've got 4 Nami, a searcher for Straw Hat characters. So again, Chopper being our best way to fill up our board. This is a target from Nami. So if we're going first with 1 Don, we can play out a Nami, hopefully find Chopper if he's not already in our hand. So it's a great way to find a lot of our pieces. Moving on, we got 4 Rush Zoro. Just good old Rush Zoro. 3 cost, 5k power, becomes a 6k swing with our leader ability. So great rush card. Next, we've got 4 Makino, a 2k counter, but activate main, you may rest his character. Give up to one of your red characters with cost of 1 or less 3k power during this turn. So we've got a few targets from that. Nami, Karu. Next, we've got another 2k counter. Super Spot Build Duck Squad, 4 copies. Not really using this too much to swing. It is a target for Chopper and also our next Tony Chopper that you'll see a great combo from. But it is something that with leader ability and just 1 extra Don, it can swing in. So if it does happen to be the thing that you search off of Chopper and our only target, which is unlikely with how many animals that we run, you can play it out. It's not the worst card. Moving on, we've got 4 more Tony Chopper. 3 cost, 4k power, 1k counter. On play up to one of your animal type characters with power 3,000 or less from your hand. So this is a great way to combo out multiple pieces in one go. So a great play to fill up our board is if we have this Chopper in our hand, we can play it out, search for an animal card. If it is this Tony Chopper, we can play this one out and then play out another animal with 3,000 power less. Next, again, the bread and butter of this build, the reason that Zoro, it just works so well with this animal package. Tony Chopper, 4 copies. Your turn, on play and when attacking, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and from among them, play up to 1 animal type character with the power of 4,000 or less rested. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So again, the main part is this comes out rested. But if we play out this Chopper from the Searcher Chopper's effect, the 3,000 power card from this Chopper comes in as active. So from 1 card, we get 2 active cards and then a rested card. So it's a great way to fill up the board. Next, we have another 3k power target, Hiking Bear. A 2k counter, but actually a pretty good one to play out from this Chopper, being that Don ×1, activate main once per turn, give up to one of your animal type characters other than this character 1,000 power for the turn. So where this card is a little bit worse in the Chopper build, it kind of gets made up for in Zoro. For 1 Don and 1 Don on our leader ability, this character can already swing for 5 while boosting another character by 1,000, kind of eliminating the negative side of having to give this character a Don to swing. So a great target for this Chopper. Next, we've got 4 copies of Robson. a 3-cost 4K character, 1000 counter. Don times 2, this character gains rush. So a lot of Don to commit, but if you got 1 Don on leader, play this out, give him 2 Don. Whereas he would normally be a 6K rush, he is now a 7K rush. So a great card. And then if you've got Hiking Bear, it can be an 8K, just a decent rush card, but another one that we can just fill up our board with a lot of these combos. Next, 4 copies of the 1-cost 3K power, 1K counter Karu. Just a vanilla card, but another target of this Tony Chopper. This board is going to be wide. Moving on, we've got 4 copies of Shut Up and Come With Us. An event card that counter, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put 1-cost 3 or less animal type character into play. Now, again, we have so many targets for this. So if we're going second, we can play out Nami, a searcher, you know, and then leaving 1 Don active. If our opponent attacks us on their 3 Don turn, we get another character active, which is great. However, being that this is only our turn for the effect of Tony Chopper, if we play him off this effect, we don't get the initial search, but we still get a body on the board that's active, which is great. And then 2 Radical Beams. Of course, Radical Beam for 1 Don, we get 2000 power, but if we have 2 or less life, it goes up to 4000. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. We've got Luffy. Pretty good hand starting off. Pretty good hand. Let's keep. So we don't have any turn 1 play, unfortunately. I mean, I could play Makino out, but there's not really a point to. So we're just going to pass. We're going to pass. All right. A lot of blockers. Okay. I mean, if he wants to block out just a 5 swing, that's fine with me. Takes. Sure. All right. Play out Chopper, and that is insane. That is insane. All right, we don't actually have a target from this, unfortunately. This has to be 3000 power, but the 4K body is fine. So yeah, no targets, unfortunately. Just pass. But since this deck doesn't run a ton of 2K counters, doesn't run a ton of defense, we do make up for it with the fact that this comes in rested, so it kind of acts as a bit of a blocker almost. Go with 3000 power or less. Okay. Honestly, this might just be for okay. Yeah, that's fine. Not defending that because I can't even. So here's where we start getting a little crazy. Let's see what we get off of Chopper. I'll take the blocker, I guess. Sure. So here's the thing. I could rush for 6K, leaving 1 Don open for the event, which is what I want to do. But I think I'll just play this out and not give it rush, just to guarantee a body that's on the board, because he might just swing heavy into my Searcher Chopper, which is what I would do. We only have a 2K really to defend. We could go up to 9 really with Rad Beam, but interesting combos. Didn't really think of that. That's cool. I like that. Giving minus 2K power to Chopper, then you just get to KO it with Nico Robin. Great way to clear my board. Honestly, he probably could have just gotten the same effect, swinging heavier into it, and honestly maybe using the law to KO my active character. We'll let that go because I can't defend it twice. And we'll take, sure. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. I forgot to play on my event. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That was such a big blunder. I was going over their plays, not even thinking about what I needed to do. Okay, so let's see my options. I can do this, playing out a 2K, but just to buff up. I don't know. No. Oh, blunders. Can't let that defeat me. I do actually think I should play this out, actually, to have a character on board. All right, let's see. I will remember this turn. I will remember this turn. So I can swing 5, 6, and then I can go 6 and then 7. I'm just gonna go face into life, just into life. Yep. Just into life, just to get rid of these blockers. We also need to get him down to 2 life as fast as possible to get the most effect out of our Kid Killer. Oh, man. I was just amazed by the combination of the Law into Robin. I loved it. But I will remember now. So we use our event. Search. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chopper. Of course. We don't get the effect for the on play. And then we just let this go, right? We just let it go. I can make him use 2 swings into it. I'm going to do that because I don't want to go super low on life. I'll just use 1 more counter. Because I wasn't going to probably play out that character anyway. Alright. 7, we let that go. Yeah, so now you had to commit 2 more Dawn and a swing to it. Passing. Interesting. Alright. So let's see. We can get him down pretty low. Let's see. 8 Dawn left to work with. Chopper's already a 6k, so we've got 2 6k swings with 8 Dawn. That's 3 from Zoro. So that's 5 Dawn left. I can get Chopper at least to a 7 swing. And then Zoro leaves us with 4 Dawn left. My goodness. All right, that's a lot of Dawn. All right, let's see. What can I get off Chopper? I wish Chopper could play Chopper. He cannot. Let's go. I guess this. Again, the little body might just act as a bit of a defense. He left 2 Dawn open. I don't know if he was expecting us to just try and rush him down. So let's go Zoro. I actually could go Kid Killer, but I'm going to save that in my back pocket just to sort of 6. I can go 8-8, right? Yeah, let's do that. Make him use a Rad Beam. Never mind, that's not a Rad Beam. That is not a Rad Beam. Yep. But if it goes down to 1 life, that'd be great for me. Okay. So we're going into 10 Dawn next turn. We can rush out a Kid Killer. 8 cards in hand, though. That's a big hand. I do have 2 2Ks to defend, but it's not going to look like we're going to be able to. Man, I just keep thinking about that 1 blunder I did. It's okay. Listen, you can't let 1 little mistake ruin your whole game. Life. Sure. I'm gonna use this on Zoro because I want to keep him up as much as possible, actually. That might be the move. That might have been the move. Because now Zoro's 6k. I've got 2 2Ks to defend him. So he might be more tempted to just go for my life. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. I didn't expect that. All right. And then the blocker really doesn't help. We're not as wide as I need to be. Really not at all. Man. My only hope is that I'm still at 3 life. I leave 1 Dawn open for Rad Beam, 2 2Ks and a 1K. I need 4 5 Dawn because I'm going to rush with Kid Killer because he has 1 blocker, right? So I need 4 Dawn. So I have 4 Dawn to work with, so I can go 3 more on Zoro. That leaves me 6. So that's a 9-9. I think that's the move. Attack 9/9. Because this is at least a rad beam and one other card. Or a block. Yep. Maybe he doesn't have counter. So we go 9 at life. Yes. Okay. Little does he know I don't run Diable Jambe, so I can't go unblockable. But that was 3 chopper blockers already. All right. 6. So what's coming at me? Let's use a 2K. Let's just be safe, you know. Three life. I have a rad beam and a 2K. All right, let's see. Do we take this? Another 2K, that definitely does help. I'm actually hoping to get another... All right, let's give him a 1K. A rush card from here. So he's got to rush something out now to kill me. Yep. I think we still win here. Yeah, because I don't think he's... All right, so let's... What's coming at me? 3 Dawn, so we can go 7/5. We can get out of both of those. So let's take so that he commits all of his Dawn. Actually, I might not even need the rad beam. I might be able to just use my... I don't need to. If Kid Killer survives, we don't need to. Because even if he plays one blocker... Yeah, at this point, you should know that I've... Well, I could be bluffing with my Dawn. I could be bluffing. I'm going to take this because he can swing 7 and I can counter out of that. So we're going to... Boom. Chopper. Bam. And 2K. 2K. Boom. Perfect. So, yep, that was our blunder to make. But, again, it didn't cost us the game. Closer than I thought. Huge swing in for a game. GG, opponent. That was crazy. What did he have in hand? A lot of not counter. All right. Ooh, okay. Boa. Interesting list for hand mulliganing for sure. I always try to go for the 3 chopper. Oh, we can play out Karu. Sure. Sure. I mean... No turn 2. Honestly, yeah, we go. We just swing in a bunch. Just get aggressive. No point in swinging 5/5 from a rush Zoro then lead. So we can go 6/6. Boom. Not a super wide start, you know. No 2Ks that they want to get rid of, or maybe they just don't have 2Ks at all. Interesting. Always look for what your opponent gives you as counter. Obviously just going to take that. They give us 2 1Ks. That is okay, so they might have a 2K because they knew they were going to get that back from hand, possibly, you know, the move. But now we've got a chopper to play out. Beautiful. So we can play out this chopper, and then I mean, I guess I don't really want to play out a 3K or a 2K counter. But sure, just again, go super, super wide. And then 7 to life. All right. Maybe they don't have a lot of counter because it's... The downside to this deck is that if you're not playing out a lot of bodies from swinging with this chopper, I'm going to let that go. You're probably going to run out of cards in hand because they're going to be swinging at all your characters turned sideways rather than your life. So we're not getting any cards to our hand from our life for the most part. 6 Dawn. They could play out. Okay, yeah. No, that's a great move. No, we don't get any value from that. I'm going to take that life. Ooh, that's beautiful. All right, so we can leave 1 Dawn open for that event. Great. So that leaves us 6 Dawn. We have to attach at least 1 for this to be a 5K. Giving us 5 Dawn left. I think I want to play out the Chopper blocker. Not to use it as a blocker, but just have a body. I don't get a ton of damage from Zoro swinging out with him. At most, he could be a 7k, but I'd rather go 6 here. Because they took my last 7 swings, so we're not going to use effect. That would give Zoro... The only way to bounce this card back to our hand, which we could do if we needed a 2k, is to give our leader minus 5k power. So we can swing 6/6. 2/6. Okay, so yeah, they don't have a lot of counter as they just had to use the 0 cost event, which trashes a card to give them plus 3,000. So we know their hand is very bricked up. So they have a lot of non-counter cards. Great. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Let's search. We get it. Some 5k swing, I guess. That's still good. That's still good. Okay. So yeah, the good... no, that's fine. Taking a lot of swings here. Taking a lot of swing. Okay, well... So we can be pretty defensive now, I guess. The good thing about this deck is even though if we're playing out a lot of characters, we go pretty low in hand size, this event and the Chopper Searcher helps us get back some of that. I think I'm gonna rush out Zoro this turn. So that's 3 Dawn, leaving us 5 left. I might need to keep 2 Dawn open for this. So that's 3 Dawn left. I can play Nami Searcher to find another Straw Hat. I was hoping to find the Chopper Search to fill up board. Let's take this. Alright. So if I use a 3 Dawn to play either character, blocker or rush, probably rush. I want to get them down to 2 or less life. I think I can still afford to go 6k because they still probably pretty bricked up. Never mind, they might have drew that from leader ability. Alright, so 3 plus 2 is 5, so we have 1 Dawn left. Let's go here. 7. Okay. Here's the thing. I could go 7, just leave 1 Rad Beam up. I have a little bit of counter. Yeah, I'm going to go 7, actually. I don't think I need 2 Rad Beams. Given that we're already at 2 life, so Rad Beam gets its full effect. And we have 2 characters sideways, which will probably entice them to go for board rather than game. And we have technically 2 more rush characters. Even though for the 5 Dawn that you have to spend to give this guy rush, I'd rather just swing heavy with Nami. Alright. If you're going to just go 5 at us... He might be playing Kaido. He might be playing Kaido. That's actually good for me. Because it means I would be able to defend each one of these swings. I am going to defend 1 life. I'm not going to let the 5k go through. Make them commit at least a little bit. Alright, just going to bottom deck some stuff. Never mind. That's actually better for me. If they don't get 4 more cards in hand. Not getting to showcase... Okay. Just how wide this board can go. I feel like we Rad Beam this. Just stay a little bit healthy. Because you might... What are you 3 Dawn for? Blocker? Doflamingo? Yep. Okay. This game might go couple more turns. Alright, let's see. I can leave 1 up for Rad Beam. Let's see, Nami's only at 3k right now, unfortunately. But if I play out Kid Killer, he does get full effect. Shoot. I feel like I normally don't go for board. 3 cards in hand, I feel like we can at least kill the Gecko Moria. Let's just commit one more Dawn. Zoro. Swing in. Just to guarantee, because we're actually in a good spot if we prolong the game a little bit. All right, let's that go. Let's that go. There might be a world where these 3 swings left kills me with... Probably not. All right, so wait. I need 4 for Kid Killer. Nami's only a 3k. So she needs 2, so that's 6. So that leaves me 2 left over, but 1 for Radbeam, so 1 more. So I can go 1 more in Nami. All right, so I can swing 6 with Nami. I can swing 6. 6 life. Good, got a 2k. Okay, Kid Killer. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what their hand's looking like. Only 4 cards. I feel like if they were gonna Kaido, last turn would have been the perfect turn too. Are they gonna just... 7 could be a Gravity Blade. In that case, I need to find... There we go. Does this game go on another turn after this if I defend this? Or do I hope to find a... No, I think I rad beam this. Because if this is a Gravity Blade, I can use a Kid Killer to kill this, guarantee. But then is there a world with 4k counter in hand that splitting between a 4k Dofi and leader kills me? Yes. Okay, well, GG. They disconnected. Let's see. What did they have? 7k. Oh, they did not have Gravity Blade. They had 0 cost, a 2k, and a 1k on play trash. 2 cards from your hand. Your opponent chooses a character they own. Place at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I like that actually with Boa. I don't know if many lists run this, but it seems like it would work well with leader ability, because then it's technically you only are trashing. So then you're technically only trashing 1 card with hand because you're drawing from leader ability. That's decent. Yeah, I don't know. They had a 2k in life, 2 0 cost. Yeah, no, I don't think they survive next turn. If they had Gravity Blade, I think that's much closer of a game because I have to go on the next turn. But yeah,